Are you struggling to move data securely from an SFTP server into a platform like Google BigQuery for analytics? Hi, I'm Cole, a developer advocate at Mage, and today I'm going to be talking to you about data integration pipelines. In this video, I'll show you how to automate the process of extracting data from an SFTP server and syncing it directly into BigQuery using Mage. We'll cover everything from securely fetching your data to ensuring only new or updated records are processed, saving you time and effort. By the end, you'll have scalable, efficient workflow to power your analytics. Let's get started. So right now we are in our Mage Pro cluster. This is the home page. We'll go ahead and hover over our navigation menu and we'll select this pipelines button here. And this will take us to our pipelines page. We're going to go ahead and create a new pipeline. And we will select Start from Scratch. We will select Data Integration, give it a name. We'll say this is SFTP video. And we'll go ahead and create this new pipeline. So when you come into your pipeline editor page, you'll see this drop-down menu here. We'll go ahead and select the drop-down menu and scroll down to our SFTP server or SFTP selection. We'll go ahead and click that, and we'll see a YAML configuration file populate under the configuration here. I have some code that I'm going to go ahead and copy in just to save us some time from writing that code out. But you'll see that we have provided the configuration file a host and port. We also have given it a username and password. And we're looking for, or the table name is going to be fetch golf player data. Our folder prefix or folder search is going to be export and subfolder, and then we're looking for this specific search pattern in our file here. We have a CSV file, so this is going to be a comma delimiter, encoding of UTF-8, and we do need to provide it a start date. Let's go ahead and test this connection. Okay, we have a good connection. Let me show you what we are actually going to pull from here as well. So you can see that I have a folder structure here. I actually created this folder and then kind of mimicked an SFTP server using this folder structure and Docker. But you can see that we are going to export our fetch golf player data.csv file here from the subfolder, and then we will continue on with the rest of the tutorial in Mage. So we do have a good connection here. Let's go ahead and view what streams we have from the data source, and you can see that we have this fetch golf player data stream. We'll go ahead and check it off and confirm it, and we'll give it a second to load all of the columns that it found. Looks like these are some kind of metadata file or metadata sources here, and from this average points on down, we have our actual CSV data. So here you can actually go ahead and provide it some additional information. All of these columns can be null. Let's go ahead and remove that from our player ID just because we're going to set that as a UUID. And then also we'll call this player ID unique. Let's scroll back up and take a look at this information here. So we have a replication method. We can either load a full table, or we can incrementally load new data to our file. For this specific tutorial, I'm only loading one file. We'll just go ahead and select this full table. You also can set unique conflict methods. So this is for when, if you have a new record that has the same value, you can either update or ignore. Ignoring will skip that record, and updating will go ahead and update that record with the new information. So once again, let's scroll back down. We can also provide bookmarks here. So this is used to keep track of your sync processing and incrementally loading data. And then also a key prop, and this is used to create a primary key for your destination table if you need that. So let's go ahead and scroll down. If you need to transform data, you can hit this transformer button, write in any type of transformation that you need, and then provide a destination source for this. So let's go ahead and we will select Google BigQuery as our destination source here. So we'll scroll up to BigQuery, select it, and you'll see an additional YAML configuration file here populate. We need to find this path to credentials file. So this is just a secrets file from Google BigQuery. You can download this in a JSON format from Google Cloud Platform. So here we can say that, okay, our file is going to be at home-src- Coles workspace 2 and then we need to provide it the actual name. So this is Google credential storage.json. The next thing we need to do is provide a project ID for our Google BigQuery project. I have this saved in the secrets here. So we can go ahead and add this Mage secret variable to this as this project ID value, and we can add in our secret name here, which is GCP project ID. Our data set, we're going to need to know what that is in Google BigQuery. So let's go ahead and head over to Google BigQuery. So I do have a data set called golf rankings. Let's go ahead and add that to our YAML configuration. So golf rankings. Our location is going to be US, and we can leave both of these disable update column types and use batch load null. So now let's go ahead and test our data sync connection. So we'll hit this test connection button, and you can see that we have a positive test. So the next thing we need to do to sync our data from our SFTP server to Google BigQuery is we need to put this on a trigger. So let's navigate over to our triggers button on this left-hand pop-out navigation menu. Hit the triggers button, and for purposes of this demo, we'll just hit the run once trigger here. We'll run this trigger, I'll go ahead and select into it. And you should see a run start. Here's the run starting. We'll select into these blocks as well. So one good thing Mage provides is really great logging. If you were to have a failure here, you could click on this log button and see which part of the block failed, getting any kind of tracebacks to allow for easier debugging. So you can see we have a completed trigger here. So let's go ahead and go back to our BigQuery. We can go ahead and refresh this page. And we should see that our table has populated into golf rankings. And you can see it has fetch golf player data. If we want to query this, we can just do a count star. Let's do this and we'll run that. And you can see that we have 999 golfers in our specific file there. I'll go ahead and go back over to Mage and head back over to the home page. But this has been a really simple introduction to data integration pipelines and moving data from an SFTP server to Google BigQuery, but really SFTP files to any data warehouse that you might have. You could do this. But that's it from me today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.